Defense Secretary Ash Carter is heading to Israel next week. The announcement came within the last few hours. He is on a mission to smooth over the very sharp tensions sparked by the landmark nuclear deal with Iran. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has warned the U.S. against doing such a deal. Now here's the deal. Secretary Carter wants to reassure allies that the U.S. is ready to bolster security for them in the Middle East, particularly Israel, using military means if necessary. In a Fox Business exclusive, we take you live to Israel, where Ambassador Daniel Ayalon, the former Israeli ambassador to the United States, is standing by live from Tel Aviv. Welcome, Ambassador. What do you hate most about this deal? Because we know the Israelis dislike it all, but is there something in particular that if we had removed it, that you could have accepted the deal?
Well, I would say, Liz, that the deal is so lopsided, it's so partial towards Iran that it really boggles the mind. Given the fact that we could, the international community could have reached a much better deal, given the vulnerability of the Iranians who came begging some 3 years ago to negotiate after the sanctions had worked. But I would say that the most salient flaw in this agreement is the preservation of the Iranians' capabilities. That means 6,000 centrifuges, R&D that continues, and also there are so many loopholes in the verification process, and the Iranians are known to be able to cheat and outfox any monitors or inspectors that can come.
Right now, on the screen, you're still on it, but we also have President Obama in a live picture, Ambassador. He is arriving in Philadelphia. He is going to make an appearance there. No doubt he will be asked about this within the crowd. Don't know if he will address it, but one thing for sure that he has said today, he will veto any bill Congress puts forth that doesn't fully promote this Iranian deal. What is Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in your best guess, going to do? Is he going to reach out directly to Congress once again, which he did just a few months ago in a widely discussed meeting where he stood on the floor of Congress here in the United States? What will he do to get his message and his side to the United States Congress, which has 60 days to, of course, look over this deal?
Well, there's no doubt that Prime Minister Netanyahu will continue to make the case, however, very respectfully and without getting into the political process, the domestic issues here in the United States. But I would say that right now, the main option that Israel has is, first of all, to have a more robust and to really upgrade its defensive capabilities, its deterrent capabilities. And there is also a unique time, a unique moment where new allies in the region can be found, certainly because there is a converging interest now between Israel and the main Sunni Arab states, Saudi Arabia, certainly Jordan and Egypt and other Gulf countries. I think that would be the course of action. And I'm afraid, though, that tensions will heighten in the region and beyond, since Iran will be more emboldened to continue with its terrorism, with expansion of their radical ideology.
Well, one of the things that we do know is they really wanted a lifting of the conventional weapons arms embargo. And I remember it was March of 2014. I had an opportunity in California to interview the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu. It happened to be the very day that the United States, that Israel had encountered and intercepted a ship that was flying a Panamanian flag, but hidden underneath it were weapons that Iran was sending to Gaza. So we cannot trust the Iranians. But in the end, what is your final message to Americans about this deal?
Well, I would say that this is a bad deal, not just for Israel or the region, but mainly for the United States and the entire Western world, because what is the lesson for rogue states who right now, even Venezuela, for instance, who right now are bound by the NPT, non-proliferation? And what is the lesson learned from the Iranian case? That if you breach, if you violate everything, not only it is permissible, but you are rewarded. And this could start a nuclear arms race, which would really change world order and will make the whole world much less secure, much less stable.
Ambassador Ayalon, thank you for joining us. I know it's late in Tel Aviv, and we do appreciate it. I know you're heading to some foreign trips, so thank you for stopping by Fox Business.
Always pleasure, Liz.
Daniel Ayalon is former Israeli ambassador to the United States. Very interesting what he said, that now they look maybe to Arab countries such as Saudi Arabia as perhaps more friendly because everyone is against the Iranians, at least at that point.